What? We're here.
We are.
Monday. How are you doing, girlfriend?
I'm good. I'm good. It was a great weekend. Even though we had the extra hour of sleep, I'm still exhausted.
I did not know that it was daylight savings time. I did not.
No.
No, because if you tell time at my house, it's like, hey, look on the microwave, and it's like 13. Because yeah, we don't update it. So we've got a good show today. We have a really good
Yeah.
artist that's coming in today. She's a vocal powerhouse girl. She's got
I love it.
chops. She's got chops. Norma Salazar is already here. Hello, Lawrence and Hilda. How are you doing from
Hey,
Holland,
Miss
Michigan, Norma?
Norma.
Thank you very much for joining us. Yeah, she's a vocal powerhouse. Plus, also, hopefully, we'll have another guest that's going to be joining us later on. She's going to Angelique. I've invited her to come in. She's got a very special message to share with us. A special fundraiser. I've asked her to join us, so just hopefully she can come in. She's a very busy woman, and I've asked her to help share and spread. If not, then I'll just go ahead and do it. But in the meantime, we're here for a purpose, for a rhyme and a reason. We have the one and only Miss Cortney Gutierrez. So please put your hands together, everybody. Wake up the neighbors and call the friends. Wake up the dog. Bring her inside. It's Cortney Gutierrez, and it goes like this. Hola, chica. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing good.
Hey, Miss Courtney.
Hi.
Yes. Big shout out also from It's Tejano Time. Shout out from DFW. Great to see you, Indio. Feeling good. I am feeling better. Thank you so very much. I'm feeling a lot better. Not as. I mean, I'm still not 100. I recently had COVID, and then get this.
Oh, no.
I was at an event, and one of the people that was there called me yesterday and said, "Hey, I'm COVID positive."
Oh, no.
Like, dude, come on! I just got over this. I'm still not 100%. So anyway, thanks a lot for chiming in. Thank you so very much, Gavino. How are you doing? Hey, man. I'm sorry, but the voting is over, brother. It was over, but you're there. Hey, one of the sweetest people on the planet, Madison.
Oh, Miss Madison. Hi, Madison.
Thank you so very much for it. Also, Alfredo Rios de Meskin. Thank you so very much for joining us here
Hey,
today.
Alfredo.
How was your weekend, Courtney? Tell us, how was your weekend, girlfriend?
It was good. I stayed home, got some cleaning done, and then some planning about the next song that I'm going to be coming up with. So it's going to be something different. I'm just trying to decide what exactly I want to do. So it's in the works.
Well, you have a little advantage to yourself because one of your major contributors with your music happens to be your fiance.
Yeah.
And
I'm always like music genius, but he doesn't like to hear that very much. So
he doesn't. He's the brewmaster of the music. That's who he is.
Literally.
Yeah.
And he's not gonna do anything for me just like that. No, he makes me work for it. And he's like, "Well, you write the song," and I'm like, "I've never even wrote a song before. Like, you write songs. Please write me a song." Wow.
Gavino says, "Hi, Courtney. How are you doing?"
Hi, Gavino.
So, and that's cool though. I mean, it's good to bounce, things off of it, ideas and everything else. And especially when you share a passion with each other, you get to do that because your husband being the famous Rick, who has done so much for so many people for so long. Mm-hmm. And then you being a singer that, that's coming along and you having that. Y'all are kind of different because he's a producer, record guy, and you're a singer and songwriter, but even still having that collaboration is pretty cool.
Yeah, well, he does everything. He sings, he has his own band, and he's an accordion player. So he does all of that. So, I mean, he can listen to something and just pick it up really quick. And then he's like, all right, let's do the arrangements of the song. And I'm just like, oh, sorry, I'm not that cool.
Well, I have a bit of writing chops myself, I do music as well.
Oh, nice.
No,
okay,
send us some stuff. It's not nice. No, you just want to do a hard pass.
Wait a
But
minute.
he's
You know what?
really good at writing like scripts and stuff. But music, Lawrence, I love you, but
Hey,
no.
hey, you know what? Let me share. Let me share. Let me share some creative video stuff with y'all. Okay. All right, guys. Y'all guys too that are in the that are in the comment sections. All of my comment sections should be up right now, except for Twitch. For some reason, Twitch is not coming up. But everybody else that we're streaming should be ready to go. I'm going to share some video stuff that I've been working on. It's a little rough, still in black and white, but it's special. It's really special. It's musical. I think you're going to like it.
Isn't it a place you can get to by a boat or a train? Is far, far away. Behind the moon. Beyond the rain. Somewhere over the rainbow. Way up high. There's a
I have no words.
I heard once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, boobies fly. Boobs fly over the rainbow. Why then? Oh, why can't I?
Yikes.
Thank you so very much. Yes.
Another hard pass.
I just, sorry. I just I had to share that.
Good job.
Don't encourage him.
Minnie says, "Hey girls, I feel like."
I love Minnie.
Thank you,
Aw,
Hi,
Minnie.
Minnie.
But I'm a guy. You
She
said
wasn't
girl.
telling you hi.
That's right. Thank you so very much, Minnie. I really do appreciate you. So
It's because Minnie's my friend and she plays drums for me sometimes. And, you know.
very much, Minnie. I really like the object
So
rejection. That's really
something
nice.
about Minnie that y'all probably didn't know is I was in a band years ago, and Minnie was my drummer.
Oh,
So I
cool.
know
Really? What band was this?
Yes.
Let's hear the goods on Miss Minnie.
Actually, wait. Before we get into that, let's go ahead and start back. Where did you, for those people that don't know your background, let's go ahead and just kind of just go back to the Rolodex of life and see, where did you start off with?
I just
where you
thought she
came from?
magically appeared.
Yes, you
No.
didn't you just didn't
Yeah.
pop up. And in the meantime, by the way, so for those of y'all that want to get some Courtney information, you can always go to her link tree, because her link tree is just available right here.
So magical.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love that photo. That's nice.
Thank you.
That one is it. That's the Courtney links. You can go
That's so
there.
cool.
Just click on the QR code and it'll take you right.
Love that. Yes, thank you.
All right. So where did you get started, girlfriend? Where were you coming from?
So, well, I started singing when I was around 9. My dad used to let me sing in restaurants. No, not let me, make me in front of people while eating dinner. And then I just grew up, just kind of sang in choir and whatnot. And then I moved to the Valley because I'm originally from an hour north of Dallas. So I moved to the Valley in 09, and I really wanted to continue music, but in the Tejano world. And up there, Tejano wasn't that popular. I was actually looked on Craigslist, and I was looking to see what band needed a female Tejano singer. So I found this band called La Preferencia at the time. And I ended up joining them. I auditioned. I made it. We did an album together. We performed live here around. And Minnie was my drummer.
Wow. Small world. Small world. So are you still in the Valley?
I'm still in the Valley, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, where are you out of the Valley? Because I'm in the Valley. I'm in Harlingen.
What? I'm in Edinburgh.
No way. We're like, 30 minutes from each other?
That's like right across the bridge.
Lunch.
Yes. And I didn't know. You should invite me to one of your shows. I would love to go, especially with Minnie. I love Minnie.
Yes,
Yeah.
Minnie's amazing.
Yeah, she's so cool.
That's cool. Thank you so very much for making me feel like an outsider. Okay, so the girl.
Like, it's not our fault that you do not live in the valley. And I'm also an import. I'm from the Corpus Christi area, so I've been here about 5 years. But yeah, so we have a lot in common. Oh my god!
Yes, I love that.
That's cool.
That's
So we can
exciting.
just go ahead and mute Lawrence for the rest of the show, and
All right. Well, I'm out.
girl talk.
Oh,
No, why'd you come back? Oh, okay, there we go. Now we can continue the show.
nice.
No,
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 but
it's really,
seriously,
really
we
great.
need to do lunch sometime because I
Yes, that'll
love
be so much
connecting with
fun.
other female artists and
Yes.
just kind of helping each other out. We're all in this thing together.
For sure.
And I think we are so much stronger together than we are apart. So yes,
Absolutely.
lunch and just fun shenanigans.
Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
like what we say, we should always help each other and get together and help each other out. So that's the only way we can level up together. It's
Yeah.
the only way. It's just by helping each other out. We can't do it any other way.
Yeah.
Janie Rios, hello. How are you
Hey,
doing,
Janie.
Alfredo says, my wife Janie is from the RGV, Donna, Texas. Oh,
That's right in between both of us.
oh,
That's awesome.
yeah, there you go. So that's cool. And I am not from the RGV. And actually, when she gave me her email, I was like, of course, you're from the Valley.
Don't be a hater because you're not from here.
I mean, I could have give you my music one, but that was at the top of my head.
No, I wasn't saying that. I'm just saying, I mean, it's like everybody's like 956, the Valley, 956, the Valley. And I was like,
Oh no, I don't do all that though. Sorry.
That's
I
the
don't
cool
do
area code though. Like all the good people and the crazy creative people live here in the 956.
I mean,
So,
do they
I'm
really?
just saying.
I mean, my
'cause
fiance's from the
we got-
956.
Because I don't
We got
live
Rubian, Andy Bustamante,
I'm pretty creative.
Annika.
I live there.
I mean, I can keep naming. We got Geneva.
Oh, Geneva for sure. Yes, I love her.
I mean, can we keep going?
Anika, I
Elena
love
was from the
Anika.
956. I mean, come on.
Yes.
Mia,
We can
Grupo
just keep
Mia,
going.
she's from hey, TDK. How are you doing, Big Daddy?
I am my fireman.
Yes, of course. We had to put the fire in
Courtney,
the
we'll
fireman.
get
And
to
then
the fireman later in the
TDK for
show.
joining us. That's it. Again, Navina says, AM from the RGV as well. Thank you so very much. Norma says, originally from Edinburgh, Texas. Okay, guys, so this is the RGV top.
Yeah, look. So Lawrence is not allowed to come back here to the RGV because every time that he's come down, he brings down the colds. And I don't mean like just a little cold. Like I mean like in the 20s, the 10s, like and then I'm forced to perform in that. Yeah.
It happened one time. It was not my fault.
No,
it was super cold. It was not my
all
fault.
you. It's because the first time he came down, it was blazing hot. Because down here we have 2 seasons, hot and hotter. Well, he decided to complain, so he brought the cold with him the next time.
It was so hot. Oh my gosh, it was like the devil's own. It was so freaking
so,
hot.
So, Courtney, let me ask you this: what made you move to the Valley? Because that's kind of like a big thing from North Dallas to down here.
Yeah, it was just a move. It wasn't a choice of mine. It was I guess you can say I moved because of a career of a significant other in my past. Yeah. So yeah. So now me and my kids are here, and now my mom lives here. My brother ended up moving here from San Antonio, but my family is originally from San Antonio and Uvalde. I was actually born in Uvalde. So yeah, that's where my family's originally from.
Oh, cool.
My mom moved us up there to Dallas, and then now we're back in this area.
It takes what it takes to get you where you need to be. And obviously you are right where you need to be because we're all connected and you're doing music. And from what I understand, you're flipping amazing. I apologize because I have not listened to any of your stuff yet, but I'm excited because, I'm just excited. Yeah.
Raquel, how are you doing, girlfriend? Thank you for joining us. TDK, he sit there and wrote a soliloquy for us. He says, saludos Indio, Ilde, and Courtney. Fun fact, Courtney sang happy birthday to me during an interview at Dallas Station. She probably don't remember.
Oh, that's so sweet.
You remember TDK? He's the Tejano Dance King. That's who he is. He's the Tejano Dance King of Astoria, Texas. No, just kidding.
Okay. It's been a while since I've been up there. That'd be cool if I got to perform up there again. Hi,
Yeah.
Talia.
Right?
Hermosa amiga. Thank you so very much for joining us, Talia. I really appreciate you. Nilda Cuellar. Y'all need to let Courtney talk. Seems like the show is all about y'all. Oh my goodness. Okay,
Wow, opinionated Monday, right?
right. Let it throw down,
Oh.
girlfriend. You know what? Take a cookie, have some milk, enjoy the show. Guys. We're gonna talk about everything and all the things. We got time. We got
We got
time.
plenty of time.
Plenty of time. You know what? Let's go ahead and get started with something real quick. How about listening to one of her songs? How about that?
Yes.
And you know what? Let's start off with this song, Ansias Locas. What was that? What was that song? I mean, what was the origination of that song? Because it's kind of
Ansias Locas. So I ended up finding out that Margarita actually sang that song. How long ago? It was introduced to me by Slack Monster Studios. The original, the reason the song came about was because I had told the producer at the time, Sebi, that I wanted something of a feel like Thalia mixed with some like Mariana Soene, like something mixed like a cumbia, like a sexy cumbia. And he showed me that song. And so I was like, oh, okay, that sounds like a really cool song. So I'm not going to lie, that song was a little bit struggling because the words are really fast. And having to change my voice to sound sexier. It was very hard. Like I think I spent 6 hours trying to perfect that in the studio. And I was just like, I'm done. Once it was done, I was like, I'm done with the song.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was an experience to do that song, and it was very challenging. And so, if you listen to it, you'll kind of hear where I got the idea of the whole Thalia feel and the cumbia and the So
I'm really good friends. I'm really good friends with Sevi, so that's we talk all the time. He's like, yeah, dude, that song. So let's go.
I'm pretty sure I frustrated him in the studio that time. I'm pretty sure he was like, "Oh,
really laid back." We have these are life lessons that we like to share with other people because it's sometimes the thing is the struggle is part of the journey, but it's the success is where it matters because then you pulled it off. That's the key thing. It's you didn't give up. You still did it, and you pulled it off. That was the thing. That's why it's shareable because then you can say, hey, look, you know, she wasn't happy with it and we weren't happy with it, but she did it and it came out great. But that meant you have to keep at it. And it can be done. It just needs a little practice, and sometimes you gotta step away. And I think you had to walk away and you said, you know what, I need some breath, I need some time. Hold on, let me get it in. And then you came in and you took care of it. And that's what it takes. And so it's a good life lesson to learn, and that's why it's a good story to be shared with. And it wasn't a bad thing; it's a good thing. So yeah, definitely.
For sure.
Oh, okay, guys. So we're gonna share it with all of you. Thank you so very much. And who was it? The one that was in? Anyway, just kidding. He said,
why are you trying to start drama? Like, don't start the drama.
I'm just kidding.
Come on, guys. It's Motivation Monday.
Right? They can private message us if they have that big of a problem.
The song is called Anicias Locas. Come on, right here. Qvo Radio, NDO, Matilda Lamas, and Cortney Gutierrez. And you're going to love this song. Take a listen. It goes like this.
Siento unas ganas locas de correr y irte a buscar. No me importa lo que digan los demás, solo quiero estar contigo y que me entregues tu amor. Devuélveme tus caricias y desaciar toda esta pasión. Quiero saborear tu amor, poco a poco sin temor. Quiero sentir que eres mío y así entregarte todo mi amor. ansias locas que me provocan sentir tu piel cerca de mi piel, ansias locas de sentirte mío y tener tu amor una y otra vez, ansias locas que me provocan sentir tu piel cerca de mi piel, ansias locas de sentirte mío y tener tu amor una y otra vez. Siento unas ganas locas de correr y irte a buscar. No me importa lo que digan los demás, solo quiero estar contigo y que me entregues tu amor. Devuélveme tus caricias y de saciar toda esta pasión. Quiero saborear tu amor, poco a poco sin temor. Quiero sentir que eres mío y así entregarte todo mi amor. Ansias locas que me provocan sentir tu piel cerca de mi piel, ansias locas de sentirte mío y tener tu amor una y otra vez, ansias locas que me provocan sentir tu piel cerca de mi piel, ansias locas de sentirte mío y tener tu amor una y otra vez, ansias locas que me provocan sentir tu piel cerca de mi piel, ansias locas de sentirte mío y tener tu amor una y otra vez, ansias locas que me provocan sentir tu piel cerca de mi piel, ansias locas de sentirte mío y tener tu amor una y otra vez, una y otra vez.
Yay, love it.
I told you that song was kicking it. It was like, man, fire. It was nice.
Thank
nice.
you. I see all the comments and I'm like, thank you.
Elvira, she says, yes, that's my daughter. I never get tired of listening to her sing. That's right. Uh-huh. Local photography, he says that's jamming. I don't even have her music since like 2 years ago, man. That girl knows how to rock. And that's a good thing, because of the people that sit there and remember you made an impression and everything else. Great job, Cortney, says TDK, of course, obviously, because it's a good song, and it has that it's staying power. Music is forever. It's eternal. That's the one thing.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that helps us out. Awesome song. Love it. A beautiful voice. Once again, it's the really nice vocals. It's the that sexy tone. It doesn't have to be overt or gratuitous, but it is there, and that's what we love about it. Alfredo giving some claps as well. Then Mart, saludos mis amigos in Dio and Elda checking in live from the 210.
Hey Mart.
Dark Night. So there you go, brother. Thank you so very much for joining us. Lisa Marie. Thank you so very much.
In the house.
You know what, Lisa? I have some stuff for you. I should have sent it to you already, but I didn't. I've been recovering back and forth. Still a little sick, but I will get it to you. So please accept my apology, as I'm sorry for that. And then a DJ Lyric, he says, he's answering somebody else. But really nice vocals, and I'm glad that people are reaching out and saying all these wonderful things. Berta, she's your proud sister over here listening to music from Mississippi.
Yeah, that's my sister.
Allow people of color in Mississippi? That's like against the law. Awesome voice and everything else. You got some great people supporting you, behind you. Not only just
appreciate it.
Your future husband and everything else, but that's really awesome.
No, I hope he's listening in. I sent him the link. He better be listening in. Babe, are you listening in?
He's like, yes, I am. Sorry. No, and that's really cool to see the evolution, by the way, of your music, because it's one of the things that we have to sit there and say. When I was writing up the write up, I started thinking to myself, I was like, how should I best put it? Because it's your reemergence, but it's not. It's kind of like what happened with me when I came back to Tejano music. I was in Tejano music for like 20 years. And a lot of the new Tejano artists, they're like, well, Elida, I love her. I love Shelly. And I love, and I'm like, I know all of them. I've known them since they were girls, but I left the business for like 10 years and then they came back. They still know me, but then the new people are like, who are you? And so it was kind of, they're like, oh, you're a new guy. And I'm like, no, not really. All the older people know me. Your mom and dad probably know who I am, but no, new guys don't. So I didn't know how to put you because you're coming back, but you're new. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You're kind of a quagmire there. But I didn't want to diminish the fact that your reemergence is such. It's different. It's a different you. But it's a you. So how do you see yourself as a returning artist? But you got your chops, girl. You're not a new girl. You didn't wake up this morning going, Sasuke, I'm gonna brush my teeth and I'm gonna become a Tejano star. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish this cookie and this milk and I'm gonna sing a song. No, you've actually got your history behind you. So what was it? How do you feel? Where are you at? Where you are at? How do you feel? Are you a returning person? Or are you a new person? How would you categorize yourself? Because
I would say, I think I'm still fairly new. I've learned a lot of, Noe, he's been around forever, right? He's been with Iman and like since he was a kid. So when I thought, I'm like, oh, I think I'm doing good. Like I'm getting there. And he's just like, you're just getting started. Like you just started. Like, and I'm like, excuse me. But it's the truth. It's the truth. And sometimes it takes somebody with more experience to humble you a little bit.
I got a t-shirt, fool.
Yeah, so he humbled me. He humbled me a little bit, and he kind of made me. It opened my eyes to exactly what it is, and it's really hard work to get there. And it takes a lot of work and a lot of pushing yourself as an artist. I feel like if you're not pushing yourself and expecting others to push you, it's going to be a lot harder because a lot of people, I feel like they respect you a little bit more when they see that you're actually trying to get out there and you're actually pushing yourself and not expecting things to get handed to you. So I feel like just trying to get out there more and network and stuff, it's something I feel like I'm still new. I'm still new and I'm still trying to get there. For a while, I didn't know what style I wanted to do or how I wanted to sound, but I found my distinct sound and what I want to do. And I think, with my fiance Noe's help, he's always like, do however you want to do it. I'm going to support you. So his ideas are great, and so I'm excited to share with you guys what's coming up. Like I can't wait for you to hear it because I don't know what he's going to whip together for me. Right for me? No, it's not gonna. It's gonna make me work.
But you know what? Like one thing I've learned in this industry, and I've been in this business. I'm scared to even say this, but a little, almost close to 20 years. And one thing I've learned is you never stop learning. You're never going to know everything. You're never going to be like the know-all. People act like it. But if you really get true to yourself, like there's always going to be questions. There's always going to be something new, some new technology, some new streaming platforms, something different that comes around. And then you start back at the beginning. I'm learning TikTok. And I'm like, what the heck? Like I just finished mastering Facebook. And that's the music industry for you. Like it's just always changing. And so you're always learning. And so I always feel like I'm new. Like, because I'm like, great, here's something else. I have to start all the way from the bottom floor. Like, so I can totally relate.
Yeah.
Plus also you're accepting of, something new. You're not, well, I want to be just this way and only this way. You're wanting to try something new. And that's definitely a plus because some people are oftentimes they're stuck in their ways and that's not always a cool thing. But you know, branching out is always a good thing, you know, and that you know, trying new things is tough. It's scary, but it is, you know, definitely something that's new. And that's why I wanted to play some of your older music, because I wanted to show your evolution of your song and of your voice and everything else. And I didn't want to compromise the fact that you're you're new to some people, but you're not new. You've got skins on the wall. You've done it. You've done a lot of work already. The purpose of the show that we have right here is so that way people can be introduced to you, so that way they can learn it, who you are. I firmly believe that once people know who you are and more familiar with your story, they're more apt to request your music because they understand you and where you're coming from, and they have a backstory on most of these musics, most of your music, and they understand your songs and say, "Oh, you know what? That song she wrote it for her sister, or that song, you know, blah blah blah," and then they kind of, you know what? I want to request this song because it's for her sister, and I want to request it for my sister. See what I'm saying? So kind of one of those things, and so that's kind of why I want to explain some of the songs and why I like, you know, talking to the artists, and especially new artists that are coming along. And, you know, I firmly believe that. Let me ask you this real quick. Te Borré is another song that Ya Te Borré. That's a good song. Where did that come? Where did that song, you know, where did you get the, where did you get that song? What, give me a little bit of background on that one.
So on that one, again with Sebi, I had Rocio in the studio. Rocio was actually the one helping me with pronunciation. And she helped write the song. She was part of writing that song. It was a story about, I guess, her ex-husband that had passed years and years ago, and she just wanted someone to sing it. So I just thought it was a nice song. And then when I heard the songs, the music to it, I was like, oh, this is different. This is awesome. So I was like, all right, let me just create something for her. And of course, when she heard it with the final, with the mixing and everything, she was crying. So I was like, this is what I love about this, is that, you know, you can bring other people's feelings to life and bring their vision to life for them, you know? So I feel like that's really awesome.
Yeah. One of the things that I really enjoy about Sevi is that, you know, and I've worked a lot with him, is he can bring a song and you'll hear the dummy track. It's very plain, very simple, not a lot to it, but then it just comes to life when you're ready to lay down the vocal tracks because of all the instrumentation. And when it's the final mix, it comes alive, and it's a totally different song. It's beautiful. But this is once again, it's to show, first of all, she's not a new girl. She didn't just wake up and finish her say, oh my goodness, I want to sing. You know, she's been doing this a long time. And don't you love my voices, Hilda? I've been working.
They're amazing.
You know, I know. But I didn't get an award for them. I wasn't nominated. Jeez.
Are we back to nominations again? I mean, do we really want to talk nominations?
No, I don't. Nominations.
I want to hear another song by Cortney. That's what I want to hear.
This one's called Ya Te Borré. It's a beautiful song. You're going to love it right here on Qvo Radio. From Cortney Gutierrez. It goes like this.
Hoy que te veo, me doy cuenta de cuánto te quise, de todo el tiempo que traté de hacernos felices. Nunca me di cuenta que no eras el amor de mi alma. Me llené de mentiras que nunca cumpliste. Ya te borré de mi mente, ya no queda nada de ti y todo de mí. Ya olvidé los besos que me diste y las mentiras. creí.
Love
Yeah.
it.
Once again, another side of the beautiful voice, that beautiful voice. And once again, like I was saying, it shows that progression of that where you're going through it. I could feel that sadness, and it's kind of interesting to convey somebody else's emotions with yours. I firmly believe anybody that every time a singer releases a song, there's some part of them that they put inside that music, and so you know kudos to you. That was a beautiful song.
Mhm.
Top
Thank
quality,
you.
great music composer, and amazing voice. Amando
Thank you.
Loco from New Mexico. Thank you so very much, Mando, for joining us. Yes, definitely, it was a beautiful song. And Alfredo the Loon Mexican here, very nice, loved it. Yeah, very, 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 very true. And that's why we want to play it, so that way you can request it, record it,
Mhm.
everything else. If you're watching, if you're listening to it on the app, or if you're listening to it on qvoradio.fm, there is an add to cart button. You can go ahead and click on that add to cart button. It will take you to Apple Music. Yes, you can buy Apple Music on your Android phone, and you can buy the song. You can buy the singles. You can buy all of the singles there, and I don't make any money from that exchange. However, because I participate in the program, I do get a discount on my licenses. I am a fully accredited radio station with ASCAP BMIC 60 core. Blah 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 blah. There's too many to name. There's seven of
Breathe,
them.
breathe.
Yeah, there's seven of them. But I am a fully accredited radio station, so that way it helps support the artist and help support Cuba Radio as well. So that way I can support the artist as well. How else can you support your favorite artists? By going to their shows and buying their merch. Buy the songs. It's 99
Mhm.
cents. Definitely. And you can also find out more from her by going to her link tree. What? Check it out right there. Courtney Gutierrez links. It's Beacons AI at Courtney G. Pretty cool. I checked it out and I was like, hey, that's cool.
Yeah, it is
Yes.
really cool.
Yeah, well,
Geneva
it's
actually gave me that idea. So Geneva was like, "This is the website. This is." I was like, "Oh, this is cool." Yeah. So you'll find me Courtney everywhere. I don't even use Gutierrez because it's too long. So I just go by just Courtney.
yeah.
Aw.
I use Indio because Michuampia Chelo is like so it's a lot. Yeah, I'm there with you, girlfriend. So uh kind of got distracted there. But what's your next project? What are you working on right now, as far as you got you got a song coming up, you're in the box, but when are you performing next?
So I had a private gig this last weekend in Corpus, actually. So after that, I'm trying to see if I can book anywhere else. But right now, I just want to focus on releasing new music. I can't give you the I can't. I'm like, oh, but I just feel. How do I say it? It's without saying it, right?
No,
Let's
no.
just
It's
say
okay.
the
We
next
can keep
song's
a
gonna be a little
secret.
bit. Do what?
We can keep a secret.
Yeah, nobody's gonna tell, right, guys? We won't tell nobody. We only have
Yeah.
hold on.
Well, okay, let's just say
We
there's an
have
idea coming about. It's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be funner. It's going to be a fun song.
one. Oh,
And I'm just really excited to share that with you. Let's just say that. So
Aw.
I can't.
no, that's
And
good.
then I'm
I
sure a
mean,
lot of people have been asking too. We're going to have another duet. Noe and I probably will have another duet. I'm not sure if it's going to be what it's going to be yet. So, but that's in the works. That's in the works. Lots of projects because he has his projects going on. He's very busy too. So, yes.
Exciting.
very nice, very nice. And I mean, we'll play the song here in a minute. The song that you're promoting right now, and another song that people are often requesting. When it comes to you, of course. But I just I wanted to take the opportunity that we have with you, so that we can share some of the music that you have. Because like I said, you have a good variety, a good catalog with you. De los manos juntos, de la mano juntos. There's another song. Tell me about that song.
That song was introduced to me, and I heard it. It was written by Chuy Nunez out of Mexico, and I felt like when I heard the song, I was like, "Oh, this is such a beautiful song," and I wanted it in the style, something that would go really good with the Tejano norteño light music. And I was trying to tell Sevi about that because Sevi was the one that helped me like agree to the song and everything. So um he was telling me about it, and when he put the sounds together, I was like, oh my god, like, yes, this is what I wanted to sound like. I wanted like the Tejano, but with a little bit like a mix of Tejano and norteño lights. So I was like, this is the style that I want. And so when he created and everything, I was like, this is perfect. And I mean, I like the song. You always go back after that first song and you're kind of like, oh, I wish I would have sang higher. I wish I would have done this, or I wish I would have done that. But overall, I think it's a pretty nice song. And yeah,
Well, I
I
think
listen to it.
one of the things that I've always said with Sevi, because I help out with other, there's a couple of artists that I go with. That's why I spend a lot of time with Sevi, because I help them with their music. One of the things that I've always said, let's get it good, let's get it radio friendly, let's get it out there, but we can always do those final tweaks on stage, because that's what brings people back. When you give them a great show, they're going to be like, you know what, that song is badass on the radio, but you should hear them live, because
Yeah,
when they play it live,
commercial song.
yeah, that's when I love it. So let's just go ahead and take a listen to De La Mano Juntos from Cortney Gutierrez right here on Qvo Radio. That's Il de Lamas, Yo Soy Indio, right here on Qvo Radio. Goes like this.
Cuando pienso que no hay nada, que todo está escrito así. Cuando pienso que no hay forma de salir. Cuando el frío me acompaña, cuando algo me hace falta, cuando el cielo sin querer se pone gris. Aparece tu mirada y ese brillo que me atrapa, que hace ver que todo vuelva a ser un mundo más feliz. Porque tú me has dado todo sin pedir nada de mí. Porque aunque yo no soy perfecta, sin embargo estás aquí.
Alfredo says that's what this industry needs. More new artists like Courtney's great music. What?
Aww.
That's what I'm
Thank
talking
you, thank
about.
you.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so very much for sharing your opinion there, Alfredo. I really do appreciate that, brother. But it's true, we try to bring new music, bring new ideas, bring new sentiment out there, and give people the opportunity to be heard. Hello everyone from Califas. I like the song, great vocals and chord structure, says Bobby Castañeda from California. How are you doing, Bobby? Thank you so very much.
Hey,
Yeah,
Bobby.
we're just kind of trying to share some new music so that way people can fall in love with the good music, and that's what we want for sure. And now it's a beautiful song. So now you've got that done. You got your new song, which is the current song that we got. I have you uh, uh, promoting right now is "It Is Through" with No.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so is there a music video coming up for this one?
So that's been in the works. We're thinking about doing that. Since our wedding is coming up, we're thinking about creating it around the wedding since
Aww.
it's pretty different. So we're thinking about doing that. So I guess we will see how all of that goes, but that's something in the works and planning. And I think that would be such a great idea. And I was telling him that would be a great idea. I'm like, instead of shooting it, just be natural and this natural, being the setting, just being natural and everything of the whole event. So I thought that would be really cool. So I was like, oh, and then he's like, oh, that would be a good idea. And I'm like, yeah. So let's see if we can make that happen for everyone. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be very cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, show some love, right?
Yeah.
So, some mucho amore. When the moon fall like a big pizza pie, it's amore. Right. So yeah, that's that. I mean, uh, uh, it's cool that you're creating something new with someone that you love, and you're creating a new chapter in your life, and you're doing it twice. You know, you're doing it twice. You're doing it musically. You're doing it like in your actual life. So it's really, really
Aww.
cool. But let me ask you this: have you given it to any thought to the fact that people are actually going to fall in love with your music? People are going to, they're going to hear your song and they're going to kiss for the first time. They're going to dance their first dance to your song. They're going to dedicate your song to themselves, to each other, because they love each other. They're gonna say, this song reminds me of my wife. I'm gonna play this
Oh,
at my wedding. Have you ever given that any thought? What about those teenagers? Holy smokes! Did you see that, man? Her elbow touched my elbow in front of everybody to your song. Have you ever thought of that?
yeah. Wow. Yeah. I've never really thought about it into depth like that. But yeah, I mean, that is pretty awesome. Yeah, to think that. And I'm sure
Music.
if we do that music video, everyone's going to be like, oh my God, I want to do that too. So,
Yes, like, yeah, that's cool. I mean, I'm just saying, it's a beautiful music is eternal, and it's beautiful, and it's all part of, when I started this radio station, I did it because I'm a veteran, and music was a way for us to calm down, or at least for me and my unit. We would take a break, so that way we could just calm down and get because when you're playing GI Joe out there, it can be really, really intense. When somebody's trying to make you when you're a lively guy and somebody's trying to make you a dead guy, it can get pretty hairy, and so you need something to kind of pull you back down to earth. And music is always something that reminds you of home.
Mhm.
So that's why I did it, and that's always been something that's it's been a great motivator. But I've been able to better understand how music affects people's feelings and their emotions and their temperament. And music is power.
Mhm.
It's very powerful. And so you're part of that fraternity, that very rare fraternity where you can create emotion. I mean, remember that lady she was crying when she heard her song.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
Rick Balderrama, hi, how are you doing? My main man, Rick. Rick Balderrama has a new album that's out. You guys gotta go check it out, man. It's an awesome, awesome album. I
Hey,
love it.
Rick.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it's wonderful. So anyway, I just wanted to share that, and the fact that y'all are gonna, you're thinking about having, your wedding as part of the video is just that's just compounded because, I mean, come on, who doesn't love a wedding aside from very cynical people? I mean, not you, Bertha. You know, sit down. She hates people that are married. She wants to be perpetually pissed off. But everybody else loves weddings. Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. Except for
Um,
what is it? The primas that are no, not the primas. What are they called? Uh, uh, Las comadres. Yeah, there you go. They're the ones in the back. She's wearing white. Who she thinks she's fooling? Those are the
well, I can't wait to see what you guys do and come up with for the video.
Yeah, and it's cool. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Everybody loves weddings. It's just those cynical people that don't. Who are they? Very true. Because when I went on stage, all my pain subsides. Music is healing. Very true, Alfredo. See, there you go. From a physical standpoint. So
Uh,
enough of that jibber jabber. I want you to go ahead and pay attention to this song. This is the current single from Cortney Gutierrez with No Salinas. It's a beautiful song. You're gonna enjoy it. It's a love story. And tell us a little bit about the structure of the song and what it means to you for this.
So a lot of people who followed us on social media, Noe and I, they were like, "Why don't y'all do a song together? Why don't y'all do a song together?" So the origination was, yes, let's do a song together. So I told them, pick a song that describes us. And you know what? And I'm going to tell you where I got the idea from. So I know they're not together anymore, but Jennifer Peña and Obi Bermudez, they did his song together, right? Antes. And so I was like, babe, why don't we do something like that? You get one of your old songs and recreate. Oh, there he is.
You're killing it like always, babe. Well, thank
I
you.
get cute.
I'm sorry. I thought he was talking to me. I just.
so so he's like, okay, and he showed me this song. It was from Grupo Iman back in his first album that he did with them. And so I listened to it and I was like, babe. I was like, wow, okay, yes. And he's like, I feel like this song describes us more than anything in our feelings for each other. So then he was like, learn it. And I took forever to learn it, like forever. Like, let's just say he learns a song in like 2 days. Well, it took me like 2 months. Okay.
Oh, no.
So we have a baby together too. We have a baby. We have a lot of kids. So with the baby and life and his music and his traveling and everything, it's kind of hard to get stuff done as a mom.
Life happens.
So he was like, you need to learn it because we have studio on this date. And I was like, oh my God, pressure, right? So then we got in the studio and, we did it. And he gets his accordion and we start going along with it. And he's like, okay, your pronunciation. And I'm like, I don't know. And then, so it just came about that where it's just something that describes our feelings for each other. Something, I feel like it's like a one in a lifetime kind of thing. And I really wish that everybody just felt this kind of love. So that's what's so special about this song. So I cannot wait for you guys to listen to it and just let me know what you guys think, or let us know because he's listening in, obviously.
There you go. Eres tú from Cortney Gutierrez and No Salinas right here on Qvo Radio. This is Indio, that's in the Lamas, and it sounds like this.
Gran amor de mi vida. que nunca llegaría ese día. Le doy gracias a Dios por ponerte en mi camino y juntar nuestros destinos en esta vida.
Así se ha buscado una mujer como tú, que por tan solo una mirada me conquistará, y que fuera tan tierna y tan bella a la vez. Ya al oír su voz me enamorará.
Eres tú, mi sueño anhelado, mi más bella ilusión, enloquecido a mi corazón, y ha despertado en mí la alegría y el amor. Eres tú, el que encendió la llama de mi pasión, el que me hace vibrar al sentir su calor, el regalo más grande que la vida me mandó. Eres tú. Ahora que te tengo a mi lado, no te dejaré partir. No desperdiciaré este romance, valoraré, te haré feliz.
Pues tu sonrisa ilumina mi existir. Si tú te irías, no supiera cómo sobrevivir.
Eres tú, mi sueño anhelado, mi más bella ilusión, enloquecido a mi corazón, que ha despertado en mí la alegría y el amor. Eres tú, el que encendió la llama de mi pasión, el que me hace vibrar al sentir su calor, el regalo más grande que la vida me mandó. Eres tú.
Yeah, buddy. Woo, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's a beautiful.
So cute.
And it's that whole, it's got that vibe, it's like,
Mhm.
it's like, it's grooving. Alfredo says, I'm going to dedicate this song to my wife on her birthday retirement party that I'm having for her in December.
Oh, that's
Aww.
awesome.
Already.
That's cute. Don't cry, Hilda. Don't cry.
It's so romantical. It's like Rick better be listening to this. Like,
Well, Gracie kept leaving all these magazines with all these diamond ring magazines everywhere. She's like talking Christmas, leaving all these, for Christmas. I'm getting her a magazine rack. So, because
wow, you're probably gonna get kicked out real fast.
hey, follow me for, subscribe, like, and subscribe for more manly tips. I'm telling you, she's like, she wanted to be appreciated, so I put a picture of her in the kitchen and put like employee of the month. So it's just like perfect. That's how.
Wow.
I just, are you kidding me?
And you still live there?
She'd tie me to a rock and throw me off the boat. It's like,
Yee.
no, I would never do that to my wife. You know that. I do all the cooking in the house. What are you talking about? So,
She trained you well.
nah, you know what? It's been our thing for 35 years.
Wow.
Every meal, except for when I was deployed or when I was working outside of town, for 35 years, I have cooked every meal my wife has eaten, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 35 years. That's been our thing.
Wow. So, Courtney, here's a great idea.
Okay.
Okay, so in my house, I make all the mess and Rick cleans it. Like that's how it works. So for music, you should just tell Noe, here's the deal. You're gonna write and arrange and produce everything, and then I will sing it. And that's it. See, and that your problem is solved right there.
I agree.
Just
I
put it
agree.
in the bowels, girl. Put it in the bowels.
Babe, are you listening? Noe, are you there? Did you hear that? You need to write it.
Just like,
I mean, because we do have the added problem of having to look pretty all the time. I mean, that's like a full-time job in itself.
I'm
And
sure.
then you add in like being at home and then all the kids. And come on. Yeah, like, no. No. He needs to do all the heavy lifting and just let you sing.
Ah.
Yeah.
And he's like so
No, we pay
perfectionist.
attention.
It's like I'm like, but I did it right. No, do it again.
Yes, well, of course, sure, why not?
Like super perfectionist. Like the struggle.
Oh yeah, no, it's happy wife, happy life. Okay.
Very true.
So live it, learn it, breathe it. That's just how it is.
Tattoo it on your chest. Tattoo it on your
Trying to
chest.
help you out here, Courtney. Let's get him trained.
Says I do all the cooking as well since I'm a stay-at-home hubby. Oh, cool. There you go. It's something that I just did. You know what? It's a great way to interact with your children as well, because I did a lot of traveling, especially when I was with music, and I was on the road and touring and stuff like that. And the thing for me was it wasn't necessarily the quantity of time; it was the quality of time. And so, you have to when you have that, you can share with your family and you can cook together and bake together and stuff like that. And yeah. And I actually have a YouTube cooking channel, and so I have like recipes and stuff like that I also have. So
just don't go to his house when he's trying to cook. He's got this reputation of setting people on fire.
Never set anybody on fire. It happened one time, and it was funny as hell because it went like that, but nobody got hurt. It was because I was trying to turn on a portable
it's scary that he doesn't even have words for it.
I was trying to turn it on, but it's a butane.
That was the first bad sign.
It was made out of it's butane powered, and butane is heavier than air. So when it wasn't seated right. So when I would turn it on, it was just letting the butane out, and so it was just slowly falling into my sink. And when I finally got it to turn on, it lit up the butane that was in the sink. So it, like this, and it caught us by surprise. And so nobody got hurt. And the food was excellent. So I was told.
So Miss Courtney, what do you have coming up next? Like,
actually,
you've got stuff in the studio. As far as performances, I know you're kind of focused on the studio, but is there anything like on your list of like, I want to perform here? Like, I know every artist has that, like your dream, like Madison Square Garden or something.
Yeah. So you're gonna think since I was born in Uvalde and my family's from that area, I've always wanted to perform at the Palomino Festival, like always. So that's just one thing I just want to. I want to get that off my list, is just to do that. I want to go out there and to perform. I know my family's been waiting for me to go out there and actually perform there at Palomino Festival. So I know when I had told Noe that, he's like, "Oh, I performed there," and I'm like, like, okay,
it's like buzzkill, man. Like, come on.
I know, like anywhere we go, oh yeah. I'm just like, okay, I get it. So I have like that little jealousy in me that I'm like, the little side eye. Yeah. But like, hey, I'm so happy because I have that connection with him.
Like, the little nudge, right? Like, hey, you love me, right? That's what you said. Get me in there.
Next time, just go. So really, I walked on the moon. How's that? Just throw that out there, just in case. Because how many people have walked on the moon? Like 9 people. So you can just say that, and that way you can just leave it alone. And because everybody, I mean, that's tough whenever he's done everything. Where are you at with that, you know? But it's
Yeah, I
good
used
to
to be
have
like,
that, right?
I used
I
to feel
mean,
like, wow, I have a lot of
and
work to do.
yeah. And what about other collaborations? Like any
Oh
dream
my gosh,
collab that you're just like,
yes.
I have to?
Yes. So I would love to collab with Elida and another collab with Stephanie Montiel and Savannah
wow.
Bosch. Those
Oh
three. So
wow.
I'm like,
All the
oh,
heavy hitters, all the
powerhouses.
divas.
Yes, I would love to do that. Like I wanted to make it out to Elida's show over here one day, but we didn't make it out. And we kind of drove by and I was like, we should have gone. And then Noe was like, we should have gone. We should have gone.
She's amazing. So I have to tell her myself. When
Yes.
she was in San Benito, I want to say like it's been about a month now.
Uh-huh.
I actually got to see her live, but the very first time ever, I cried. I'm not gonna lie, I did. And
Aww.
she was amazing. It's like, you know, when you're in that moment and you see like someone you look up to so much.
Yes.
Yeah, it was amazing. So next
Me
time she's
too.
in town, let's just go. So
Yeah,
Courtney,
literally.
I will send you my number and you call me and we're gonna go.
Yeah, that's how
No,
I
we can
felt
take
like
care of the kids.
it was back. I don't know when, like months ago. Noe had performed in Cotula, and she was there, and he FaceTimed, and he was like, "My wife's a big fan of yours," and she was FaceTiming with me, and I was like dying inside, like, hold it together, hold it together." He was like, "My wife's a huge fan. Can you want to say hi?" And she's like, "Yeah." She's like so awesome. And
She's
so
super
I was
sweet.
like, maybe one day I'll go and sing a song with her on stage. Like that would be like the coolest thing ever. So
That is
that
cool.
would
I
be
mean,
like one
that,
little check mark to go off of too.
That's like a big check mark right there.
Yeah, like a bit.
definitely.
I would cry if that ever happened.
Literally, I'm gonna be like, babe, go talk to her. Go. She remembers you. Go.
Yeah,
The little nudge again, right?
that would be super awesome. And so after all this, you know, you're working on your album for next year. What is your plans for next year? What do you have in mind? You know, you got the album that you have so far you have ahead. Are you gonna start pushing it out and trying to perform live? Because it's kind of a tough thing, you know.
Yeah,
But I mean,
yeah. That's
you
one
got the
thing.
tools, you got the tools, you got the drive. You definitely have the talent. That's a given. So
Yeah, so that's something I want to work on. I know an album has been in the works. Life got in the way. Noe and I had a baby girl, and so she's like center of attention right now. And so just trying to have our family time and do music and work. I work full time, and so that's been in the works. So we're trying to work on that. It's just having to sit down and like plan it all and actually go get it done. And like I said, I'm the one that I can wait till last minute until he's like, next week we're gonna be in the studio, and I'm like, oh crap, like hold on, I haven't even practiced. Like, so
right.
it's just something that was like I need to be pushed a little bit when it comes to that because I get lost with mom life and life itself. I know he already gets after me for not practicing every day. I'm supposed to practice every day. So I'm like, okay. But sometimes in mom life, my daughter is very she loves to watch him too. So I know he doesn't want her to be a singer. Yeah, I spilled your beans, babe. But yeah, she's young. But he plays the accordion and she's so attracted to him. Like, and she's just staring, and then she starts humming. She does this like, and I'm like, she's gonna be a singer. You watch.
Watch
I'm
out.
gonna
Were your parents musical?
do what?
Were your parents musical?
No.
You're breaking up. I'm sorry, sweetheart.
Do what?
You're
think
breaking up.
Yeah,
you're
we're
breaking.
breaking up. I'm not sure
Yeah.
what's going on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you
Yeah.
now.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, no, my parents were not musical or anything. My dad's like a huge Tejano. So that's all I was able to listen to growing up. That's basically it.
So your influences were just your parents just listening to Tejano music, and that was it. That was the bug.
Yeah,
That's still
basically it's where
cool.
it started.
That's still very, very cool. And you know,
Mhm.
having the talent. And you know what? A good friend of mine, she told me that, you know, having talent is not enough. A person
No.
with a minimal amount of talent but an enormous amount of drive can
Mm-hmm.
overcome anyone that has an immense amount of talent but no drive whatsoever. And so
For sure.
that
I
that's
I truly believe in that. Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty awesome. But it's obvious that you have both
And I feel
talent.
like passion has a lot to do with it too. If you have passion for music and passion for what you do, I mean, it's going to keep you going.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
it's obvious that you have both of that in droves because your music is obviously very 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 good. And
Well, thank you.
I want to thank you for sharing your time with us. But we've come to the part of the show where we give you your time to go ahead and say your thank you, share with everybody else what it is that you want to share. Let them know about going to your site. What? Go into your site so that way they can go ahead and get your information and everything else. Say your thank yous and let them know whatever it is that you want to. This is just you. We're gonna go ahead and bow out it. So here is Cortney Gutierrez.
Yes. So thank you guys. I just want to say thank you for everyone who's listening in. And everyone who's commented and everything. And this is just time for me to say thank you. Thank you for all the support, even though I was gone for a little bit and came back. I'm just excited to share what we have coming up. Noe and I will be working on some stuff. I can't share exactly the style of song that will be coming out, but I can just tell you that it's going to be happy, exciting. We might throw in some funny lyrics in there a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. And yeah, so I mean, if you guys want to follow my website here, you'll find all my links, all my social media, where all my music is. And that's just something you guys can reach out there, reach out on social media. Bookings you can get with me or even Noe. And just let us know.
Okay. Well, that
You
was
guys
good.
for your show. It was pretty fun. This was different.
Well, I mean, we're happy to have you. This is your home. We truly believe that everybody should be heard, and the best way to get music out there, everybody has to have the opportunity to be heard, and that's what really a lot of good music gets lost sometimes. They don't get the opportunity for people to fall in love with it. And that's why we encourage everyone. And if you are a new artist, or if you know of somebody out there that is a new artist, please send us your music at admin@qvoradio.net. So that way we can, get them on the air. Please, of course, you have to be within standards, the industry standards, and you have to have an ISRC code. That is not for me, that is for you, so that way you can get paid. That's for your royalties and not for mine. So yeah, but share my email with anybody and send in your music so that way you can be heard.
Yes.
We believe in everybody. We want everybody to
Yeah.
to rise up together. So that's what we expect and that's what we hope. Joe, how are you doing from Tejano Up Radio? So they're also got some radio guys just listening into us as well. So yeah, no, but anytime that you want to, whenever that music video comes up, send it on back up over here. And
Will do. Will do.
congratulations on the
Yes, definitely.
upcoming nuptials. Congratulations on that, and let us know when you're going to go on tour and where you're going to be at so that we can share that information with y'all. That's
For sure.
definitely us. I wanted
Most
to take a little bit of time real quick before I let everybody go. I have some information from Angelique. Her brother is very, very sick. He's got a disease called myasthenia gravis, and he's needing some help. We're trying to raise some money for him, and so I'm going to go ahead and leave this scroll down at the bottom. So what the deal is, it's going to be a raffle, and it's going to keep going up until the end, or until the day after Thanksgiving. It's $30 a try. They're trying to raise up enough money to go ahead and pay for this for his treatment. But what you get if you are picked, you get an hour's worth of Angelique and the Sweet City Band to perform for you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And, she's willing to donate her time because her brother is very, very sick and, he needs some help. And so I've gone ahead and donated a considerable amount of money. And I want to go ahead and challenge my good brother, my friend from It's Tejano Time. So I'm challenging you, buddy. why don't you go ahead and throw in your $30 and you can challenge somebody forward so that way you can do that as well. Rosalva Ramirez, great job, Courtney, keeping up with your new songs. Congratulations, definitely. Yes, and you know what? Keep Courtney in mind for your next event. You know, give her a call. You know, and request her music. What about merch, Miha? Do you have any merch coming up?
I can. I don't have any at the moment, but I do have some coming up. Um, Focusing on other things, but yeah, that's in the works to try to get that in the works to get out there. So something different. I'll create something in my mind once I have the down.
Well, you know what? You know, life happens, and that's understandable. We all know that life happens. I mean, I've just been back for a week. You know, I had to spend 10 days for COVID in the hospital. So trust me, if we know what life happens, you know, Ilda, we know what life happens, right? So
Life happens.
yeah,
We
with
just
that
keep going.
with that being said, do you have anything else, Ilda?
No, Courtney, thank you so much for coming on. It was so nice to meet you and get to know more about you. And I will shoot you over my contact info. So if you ever want to grab coffee, lunch, whatever, let's do it.
For sure. Yes.
And then, of course, thank you to all of our listeners, watchers, stalkers, haters. Thank you all, because it's been an amazing show. I had a lot of fun today.
Yeah, thank you so very much for everybody. If you're listening to us on YouTube, go ahead and click the like and subscribe. For those of y'all that are on Facebook, thank you so very much for joining us. For Twitch, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And for those of y'all that are on our other channels, you know, just go ahead and remember that we're going to be here on Thursday. We're going to be with a different person on Thursday. I don't know how.
Too many people.
I should have already had this one on here.
Oops.
And then next Monday, we also have Gary Hobbs coming up next Monday. We have Angel Miranda, who's going to be on Thursday. So be doing that. Next Monday, we're going to have a Gary Hobbs. So be sure y'all coming out. And Courtney, if I can, after this, why don't you just please hang on for a little bit so we can take care of some radio business. But for all of y'all, thank you so very much for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. Remember, there's Angelique's deal that you know you have to do a minimum of $30 so that way, or you don't have to do a million in order to be entered into the program. It's a minimum of $30 so that way you can go ahead and be entered into the raffle. So that way you can win a chance, an opportunity to have Angelique perform for you. It is for a good cause, so that way you can help him with his information. I'm going to go ahead and add on Courtney's her links in case you want some Courtney information right there. You can go ahead and scan that and it'll take you over to her links as well. Thank you so very much, guys. I really do appreciate you. We'll see you next Monday. We'll see you on Thursday. And if you are having a bad day, if you were having a hard time, just remember, every day planes take off against the wind. You matter. You are loved. I love you all. We'll see y'all next time. Hasta luego. And we're going to leave you with Courtney's song Amor Secreto. It's a music video. You're going to love this one. We'll see ya next time. Hasta luego.
Dime cómo es posible respirar sin aire. Mi aliento te llevaste al pasar sin mirarme. ¿Será porque me quieres? Sabes bien que es peligroso. cuando ya